Hello friends and welcome to Disney Dreamlight Valley. In today's video, we're gonna look at some of the most creative tips and tricks for Dreamsnaps that have been posted on Dreamers Portal lately. We're gonna test out all of these tricks, and honestly, this can be used to elevate your Dreamsnaps game to the next level. Thank you so much to all of our amazing creative community for sharing all these tips and tricks. Subscribe for more, and let's dive right into it. We got Joe Mumbler. And he discovered a way to create beautiful flower arrangements by slowly, gradually elevating the height of the tables. I've shared this trick a couple times before, and I will most likely share it again in the future because I love it so much. I was tinkering around with a few builds for possible future snaps, and I thought this was a perfect example of how you can use tables to gradually increase the heights of flowers. Now, I've seen similar techniques used to increase the heights of lights, so you can literally use candles and do the same stacking technique to create a wall of light, which could be used to illuminate your character or just create some cool effect in the back of your dream snap. The right side of the picture shows what it looks like under the flowers on the left side. It works best if you use the flowers with the smallest footprints so you can fill up the tables more and cover up all the signs of the tables. That's true. I like to use the dark wood coffee tables, then the dark wood tables, followed by whatever countertop works best for you. Now you have 4 gradual heights, including the ground, to place your flowers fairly seamlessly. So let's take a look at this picture. So we got the flowers on the ground, then I'm guessing the next level is just also flowers on the ground, but higher, and then we just keep adding layers higher and higher and stacking flowers on top of tables. So this is how it looks. The setup, you can literally make different... This is incredible. Wow. Different levels of height. So let's test it out. 4 levels of height. I want to build this for myself. So let's give it a try indoors. We're going to go for coffee table as the lowest level. Let's say dark wood, but I have more of the regular wood, so we're going to use it just as an example. Then we can have a wooden dining table, and this could be any tables. There is plenty of tables of different heights, so you will be able to find the setup that works the best for you. And usually the counters are the highest ones, so let's find a couple counters. I got some nice dark counters to place on the back here. Oh yeah, look at these steps. This is cool. Now we got a few flowers to work with. I think this works best if you use multiple different kinds of flowers. So let's begin. So I'm gonna make a layer of... I'm not gonna cover this whole thing. I think I'll just make it smaller just for the sake of testing. And this is the result. We literally can create elevated wall of flowers that I think would look even better outside. I have no idea why I decided to make this indoors. It's definitely best suited to outdoor build. Let's add some light, let's add some wallpaper, and voila! Imagine this on both sides for longer duration. Joe Mumbler has a lot of great examples. Thank you so much for this idea, Joe. You can see he successfully used this technique in the Dreamsnaps before. You can see these beautiful multiple levels of flowers. Incredible. There is decorate with bright submission. Wow. This is a rainbow arrangement on multiple levels. This is like a whole next level. Thank you for the tip, Joe. Next we got Duptless Unknown with a great tip that I actually haven't even thought about testing. I've tested a lot of different things, items placed in front of the camera to harness their effect, but I haven't thought about putting the Wicked Fiery Thorns and using it this way. So this is the snap that you can end up with if you use this effect. So let's test out this and other new items that we can potentially use for some cool lighting effects. Pretty much any kind of flame or any kind of lighting effect that the object might have could potentially be used for this trick. There is countless items that can be used this way, and there is no way I can cover every single one of them in this video, so feel free to experiment. But basically anything with a glow, anything with candles, most light sources can be used this way, but this new green flame thingy, that is really cool. Check it out. So you stand right distance in front of it, and then you go into the second camera mode. It could work on third camera mode as well. It's even easier to do. But in the second camera mode, you gotta be in the perfect distance from it. So it's like close enough to see the flames, but far enough to see the wood. So you need to experiment. Just keep inching closer and closer to your item until you get to this point. So you get literally green flames just floating. Oh my god, I wish I used it for my last snap. It would be perfect for it. This is incredible. You can go left or right, you can stand closer, you can stand further just to experiment what can you achieve. You can have this nice green flames from, like, oh my god, this is insane. This is such a good I'm definitely using it in the next Spooky Dream Snap. You can make it look even crazier if you stand closer. You basically have like a whole green flame around your picture. This is incredible. Just a couple other examples within the new items. You might be wondering, why is this here? Well, you can technically get a cool fire effect from the candles. You can literally have the candlelight floating in front of you. It works with most items that have candles on, so it's not the only one. You can also have like the sparkles coming up. If you can figure out how to turn this into a shot, it could be a very interesting shot. This little candle too. Then we can do the same effect with this broomstick. There is countless items that you can do this with. Do this and boom, we got some sparkles. If you go into third camera mode, you can literally just get as close or as far as you can, just play around with it to see what's even possible. You can have this on the side. It's always replicatable in the second camera mode. It just requires a little bit more precision. You can have some sparkles, some flow. My god, this is beautiful. There we go. That's a cool effect. Beautiful, beautiful item. And haven't tried this one. Let's see if we can... I have a feeling we might be able to get the candle effect. But it's a little bit too difficult. Yeah, this item is definitely not the best for the effects. If you want to get candle effects, there are much easier ways to get it just by using different candles. Yeah, this one doesn't work. While we're at the topic of this effect, we have a post by Ms. Blue, who's showing off how you can use Eternity Isle lampposts to achieve similar effects. One thing about these lampposts is that they're a little bit too high, so it's not going to be possible to do in the second camera mode because the lamppost is way too high. So you will have to use third camera mode. So if you are into top-down view like this lighting effect can definitely work. You can do the same with the orb pillars from the main valley. You can do the same with most of regular lights. You can do the same effect with the well in your valley. If you stand in the right distance, you can get the glow without the rest of the well in the shot. But one of my favorite effects of this kind is using orbs. You sometimes wonder, how do people get those rays of light shining from above in their shots? This is how they do it. They put the orb. Since the orb itself is not super high, it's totally usable in second camera mode. Then if you stand in the right distance in front of it, you can achieve the effect from the globe without having the pillar actually in the shot. Just like this. You can have this. If you stand even closer, you might get the rays. The rays is... oh yeah, this is it. This is the rays. Absolutely beautiful effect if you're doing a sunset. If you're doing... you can do this with any orb. So you can get this green light, blue light, purple light for whatever goal you might have. The ability to put certain items in front of the camera to harness their special effects is one of the most beautiful things about Disney Dreamlight Valley. Now, the next thing I wanted to share is not just for Dream Snaps, it's also useful for decorating. It's super useful for decorating. And it's exploring the ability... by the way, thank you so much, Xylexia, for making this post. I've discovered this a while ago, and it's changed the way I use wrought iron lamps. So let me show you how this works. So it only works with the lamps that are not yellow. It works with green, purple, blue, or... well, the yellow doesn't work because yellow is only one square. The rest of the lamps, for whatever reason, are 2x2. And by default, the footprint of it is a cross. It's like 3x3 cross. But if you rotate it twice, you're gonna get its footprint to 2x2 square. And for whatever reason, whenever it's in this orientation, this item can clip through a lot of things in the game. Not everything, but a lot of things. Let's see what it can clip through. Just a couple examples. It can clip through this stump for some reason. If it's in this situation, it doesn't clip. But if it's in the square position, it clips. It can clip through a cooking station for whatever reason if you want to. Like, literally half of the items in the game, it will clip through in this orientation. It clips through most fences, which would allow you to create something like this. Literally stick it inside the fence. It's absolutely game-changing. You can clip it through bushes. This looks pretty incredible. As Stylexia discovered, you can clip it through the rose fence. Well, I think it works pretty much at any fence. You can literally clip it through any fence in the game, at least majority that I've tested. You can clip it through benches. You can clip it through this thing. Incredible, right? For some reason, you can't clip it through this hedge, which is strange. That would be nice. I use this to clip these items through these chairs here to have this nice setup. Just play around with it. Just rotate this light until you get 2x2 square, and then try clipping it through things. I'm sure you're going to discover a lot of amazing ideas. Just made this little clip for the thumbnail. The possibilities are endless. And for the last trick, which is actually 2 tricks in one, by Aurora. We're going to end this video on this, but this is super exciting. Here you go, Mr. Star. Happy to share how I did my Star Snap pose. I did ask about it, and I'm sorry it took me this long to make a video on it. I did just discover this today. And first of all, when I saw the Star Snap, I was shocked. How do you do this pose? Because it's a hockey pose. You're holding a hockey while also gliding, which is incredible. I didn't know you could combine those 2 poses. But not just that. The angle. The character is in the middle of the screen, not like this is not second camera mode, not third camera mode. This is 1.5 camera mode. And we're going to learn exactly how to do it thanks to Aurora. So for the actual pose, you want to select the glider icon, then click the accessory icon and immediately pause. Provided a tutorial for PC and controller, as they do operate differently, but it's completely possible and easy for both. There isn't much of a trick. Okay, so I knew it. There was transition between the glider and hockey pose, which is incredible. But the main glitch here is the camera glitch. I also wanted to add the additional updated camera glitch. I have an old video on this glitch, but I hope I can make this make sense over text. I do think this camera glitch is a lot easier than using third camera mode, and I have used it so many snaps with the zoom, but just wanted to update the tutorial for it. Essentially, to get this lower camera angle, you glitch your camera settings by crouching, then uncrouching, and then changing camera mode at the same time. You don't press the crouch and Y at the same time, but you do press it in rapid succession. For controller, it's doable, but definitely trickier. It used to be a lot easier than PC, but before they remount the controller. But for this one, you press LT-Y to crouch, and then LT-Y plus Y plus Y. But you have to let go of LT right before you hit Y. So actually, I did it on controller today, and it felt very easy. So let me show you what this glitch is all about. So the trick to this pose is this. You go into selfie mode, then based on whatever your controls are, find the crouch button, whatever it takes to crouch. You can only do it in selfie mode. For PlayStation controller, it's L2 plus triangle, so that's what I'm going to press. And your character going to go down a bit. And now you have to press the same, and as soon as you press it, release the buttons and then press the switch camera mode as fast as possible. So for me, it's also triangle. So I press L2 triangle, let go, and press triangle let go. So this is what happens. Boom, and this. And look at this angle. This is absolutely incredible. My camera is so low, and you can still move it around, but now the angle is completely different. So this is just for comparison. This is how it looks like. This is how it looks like in this mode, and then let's compare it to second camera mode by itself. you see how much lower the camera is, where if we just go to the second camera mode naturally, your character is on the bottom of the screen. So this unlocks so many possibilities. This also allows us to do close-up shots that are full height. So if I put an alchemy table right here, and I just want to do a close-up, I stand here, I do a close-up. So as you see my close-up, I am basically cut at the knees. But using this technique with a crouch, I can make my character to... Whoop, I need to be in selfie for this. I do this, I crouch, and I can make myself... Well, you might be wondering, why would you want to be this angle? But what if you wanted to do, for example, a critter pose? What if you wanted to do a fox pose? This way you can be actually sitting on the ground as a close-up for the fox pose. This is incredible. That's the only way to do a close-up for this. And the thing is, you can actually adjust at which point you're gonna be switching the mode. So you can actually make your camera higher or lower as you want. So I can wait a little bit and pause it like in the middle, so I can have this angle, so I can still see my face, but the camera is looking from the bottom. I think this is an incredible technique. It's such a unique angle and it unlocks so many possibilities. It basically allows you to use some of the third camera mode angles within second camera mode. So you can be further away, you can be higher up if you want to show off something maybe in the bottom of your shot and still see your full character. It's just possibilities are endless. Thank you so much, Aurora, for this glitch. Alright guys, these are a couple tips and tricks I had for you right before the showcase, so just so we can level up our Dreamsnap game. I learned a lot today as well, and I would definitely be using these tricks in my next Dreamsnaps. Don't forget to tune in every Thursday for Dreamsnap Spiral, where I try to do creative shots and use all of these techniques to take my Dreamsnaps to the next level. And also this Wednesday, we're gonna have a showcase stream party, where basically watch party. We're gonna watch it together, then we're gonna discuss it. It's gonna be great. Wednesday is gonna be the biggest day in the entire year for Disney Dreamlight Valley. So I hope you join me for the watch party. Thank you for watching. Subscribe for more, and goodbye.
Oh, nice day we're having, isn't it?
Oh, it's wonderful. Woohoo!
Amazing. Gotta tell you, it is really beautiful here. Hey, nice to see you.
Oh, hello.
Are you seeing this?